All right, Carlene, this week is playing out exactly how you laid it out. Got a bit warmer yesterday and quite a bit warmer today.
And quite a bit warmer tomorrow.
All right, well, we're rolling into the weekend, so we'll deal with it, right?
That's true. It is the weekend, so of course it's going to be nice, no matter how you slice it. But hey, just keep in mind, if you're going to be outside, you're going to be outdoors this weekend, you stay nice and hydrated. It might say October on the calendar, but it's not going to feel like it. Temperatures are going to be peaking above seasonal, not by much, about 5 to 10 degrees, but that means 80s and 90s west of the mountains. So at the coast, you're talking about some 80s into Monday. Current conditions along the coast, really nice out there, pretty quiet as well. This is our view from our Mount Soledad camera looking south. We have mostly clear skies out there, and that's going to be the case for the rest of tonight. And that is also the reason why we quickly got to the heat for today. Not much of a marine layer. Current temperature of 74 degrees for downtown. We have some light winds, about 6 miles per hour. That's out of the west-northwest. So elevated fire concerns will continue, even though Santa Ana winds are now calming down. We had a weak wind event for today. We had gusts into the 50s and mainly into the 40s for the mountains and west of the mountains. That's what led to the warm up that we felt. But we're still talking about dry conditions because of a ridge of high pressure in the upper levels. So that's going to keep us mostly dry into the weekend, and also talking about temperatures that are going to be warmer than usual, as I had mentioned, and talking about a cool down by next week. So we're going to have an area of low pressure is going to get closer towards us, starting to knock our temperatures down by Tuesday and even offer up a chance for some mountain rain before we have a trough of low pressure. It's just going to reinforce cooler temperatures by next week. So we have that low pressure system just towards the east of us. It's moving out, and this is in the upper levels. You have a ridge of high pressure is going to build in, and that's going to be our main weather maker by this weekend, leading to the warm, dry conditions. Inland areas still dealing with elevated fire concerns, and that's because we'll still have the trifecta. You're talking about a breeze by the afternoon hours, also talking about dry conditions and the heat. Then we will have that area of low pressure start to develop. It's going to be towards the southwest of us by Sunday. As it gets closer towards us going in Sunday and Monday, that's when things start to shift gears. We're breaking away from the heat, looking at a chance for some shower activity because this low does have a little bit of moisture associated with it. So that cutoff low moving over the mountains, offering up that chance for shower activity. That looks to be the case going into our forecast, and that will be for about Tuesday. Before we get to 8-day, I kind of pushed the wrong button. Let's go back and take a look at that surf forecast. We're going to have the surf up to about 4 feet for tomorrow. Also, moderate risk of rip currents at our local beaches. Now let's get to that 8-day. So we're talking about beach weather. You got the 80s right along the coast, and also talking about lots of heat as we go around. That's because October, typically you're talking about cooler than usual temperatures. That's not going to be the case. But as we go into next week, we're back into those low 70s for the coast, back into the low 80s for the inland valleys. Got the 90s to get through the next couple of days. 80s for the mountains, back into the 70s starting on Tuesday. And you can even divide the 8-day in half for the desert. You're looking at some 80s. That's going to start on Tuesday. Next 4 days, you got the 90s.